What should they do when they feel discouraged? Because it could be very overwhelming. You feel like there's a lot of gatekeeping going on.
I think when someone feels discouraged, they should try to find some perspective around them. Like maybe, I think, well, for me, I'm just literally speaking from my journey. If I'm feeling super alone or like, nothing's going anywhere, everything, I'm spinning my wheels, usually
There's an artist probably moving to Nashville. I mean, how many people move to Nashville every day now? Like thousands, right?
It changes all the time.
So there's an artist moving to Nashville right now. What's the first 3 things they need to do when they get to town?
Go out to shows that interest them, and don't be afraid to say hey to the person standing next to you, and not look past them while you're talking to them. You know what I mean?
You'd like to see who else is in the room.
Yeah, exactly. And just guard your those type of interactions, meaning just be authentic is what I'm saying. Yeah. And I feel like that is, you got to be a friend to get friends, and sometimes you don't get it back, and a lot of times you don't get it back. And 90% of the time, you might not get it back in a lot of ways.
Hey, but that honestly, 10% that you do get back.
Yeah. It's so rewarding. Yeah. And those are the type of relationships that really do last, either collaboratively or just champion-wise,
Right.
Yeah, I was just gonna say be yourself, because there's nobody like you, even though you might think there's someone doing something similar. There is no one like you, so just be you.
What should they do when they feel discouraged? Because it could be very overwhelming. You feel like there's a lot of gatekeeping going on.
I think when someone feels discouraged, they should try to find some perspective around them. Like maybe, I think, well, for me, I'm just literally speaking from my journey. If I'm feeling super alone or like, nothing's going anywhere, everything, I'm spinning my wheels, usually this is like a relationship between me and God. This is what he does with me. He'll pop someone in my life that I see their situation and I'm like, okay, my worries are so small, really, like truly. And so I think it's finding perspective of like maybe going to serve at like a local kitchen where there's homeless people. Like, look at your situation as like, what do you have and what do these people do not have every day? And that is the perspective that will literally shift. Like, it literally will immediately lift like anxiety or the feeling of not having anything, because I'm like, oh my gosh, what am I sitting here talking about? Like,
yeah, it's a foot blessed. It's a foot in reality.
Yeah, foot in reality. Yeah. So it's like perspective, just like go help somebody.
Yeah, we can't just compare up the entire time of what we don't have, and it's very natural.
Look for a way to serve someone else when you're feeling down.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I was
If it's yourself, just go to the gym, do some breathing exercises, literal things that are not doing music.
Meditation's everything.
And I remind myself now, this new little hack that I learned is that just try to impress your 80-year-old self and impress your 8-year-old self.
Yeah.
I love
Everything
that.
in between is just whatever.
Yeah, I love that.